For all of you out there in movie land looking at me and Jordan, so we teach this webinar, but the guy essentially put it up with like this, and I think you agree. There is no such thing as neo-realism, new realism. Italy invented realism. I agree with him, man. Mm-hmm. I agree with him. Like
before it was melodrama and it was fanfare. It was fantasy films, right. War epics, or
the historical romance,
epics.
Historical romance, the cop thriller, the western, right? Yeah. The good guy and bad guy. And then Italy was, just to clue you in here, why they made so many great movies about it. You can watch Scorsese talk about it, Spielberg talk about it, all the greats talk about it. This is not just me and Jordan talking about this. But Italy comes after the war. They're fascists, man. They're Mussolini, and then they boot Mussolini. They hang Mussolini, and then they're partisan. They're on the good guy's side. But after the war, as the war is collapsing in Rome, a guy named Rossellini grabs a camera out of Cinecittà.
Some stolen film.
Gets his girlfriend Anna Magnani, maybe one of the greatest actresses ever lived. I'm for my money ever.
Agree.
And writes a movie about the commitment to survival that the people on the streets of Rome had, basically going, this to the Allies, this to the fascists. We want to survive, man. Get your guns and rockets out of here and give us some bread. And the violence in that film, man, and he had to steal scenes, and the Germans are leaving, the Americans are coming in, and he's making a movie in the middle of that?
Yeah.
I mean, holy, pardon my expression, shit. How do you get the gall or balls to go, I'm going to make a movie about this that's going on right in front of me? So if you have not seen Rome Open City, please see it. It's staggering. I mean,
and it kicks off the neo-realist movement, at least in retrospect. This is the first movie that we say is part of the neo-realist time period.
It does for sure.
And we opened our first class with Rome Città.
You guys should link your class address in the...
See the link below and join our upcoming class. Wait.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Wait.
Because the new one is called Guns, Knives, and Passion. And it's like spaghetti westerns and blood thrillers and all kinds of great stuff. Yeah. See it come to the webinar. You know, we have the dates for the webinar? It's in November.
And I think the first week of December. So it starts,
Guns, Knives, and Passion. And by the way, here's the deal. What we're going to see?
We're going to see Fistful of Dollars, the Sergio Leone classic spaghetti western.
Based on
Yojimbo, the Akira Kurosawa film. About a stranger comes to town, sees two rival factions, and thinks he might be able to make a quick buck playing one side against the other and getting caught in the middle. Then we have...
Isn't it great, though?
It's fantastic. It's also a classic Clint Eastwood.
And let's back up a second. When Akira Kurosawa saw that, he had to inform the world, hey, all my movies rip off the Western. So
that's true.
Sergio Leone's not ripping off he's not ripping off me, because I ripped him off way before that.
I just saw last weekend at the Egyptian Throne of Blood, which is
Kurosawa
doing Macbeth.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is pretty incredible. He did the King Lear. He did a bunch of Western adaptations. So he's very generous, because let me tell you, you don't want to get caught in a copyright lawsuit over IP in Japan. It's not the place to get sued for that. I have a buddy who tried to option a movie, The Cure, which is, have you seen Cure?
Yeah.
Kiyoshi Kurosawa. But no relation to Akira Kurosawa. Yeah. Incredible thriller. Scorsese put it on one of his top 10 films that you have to see.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's insane. I had a producer friend who was trying to option, and he was like, it's impossible. It's impossible.
No, but they pay off really quick in Japan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because somebody made that Gretsch copy of guitars made two RoboCop guitars, and Orion sued him. And in 1 week, they paid all of us money and gave me one of the guitars.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we're way off track here. But anyway,
Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of Dollars.
What's the format of this class? Is it one?
This is you're sort of witnessing it right now. This is the format that we get.
Days and you watch movies in between, or
we meet once a week.
Once a week is an hour and 20 minutes. They've already seen the movie. They discuss it. Then we discuss the production values, blah, 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 all the integral things about the movie. But mostly what we discuss, which somebody holding a camera over here seems to always not get, because Jordan and I have to remind him, we have to you have to put the film into historical context, and you can't speak to the film of the myopia of the 21st century. You got to speak to it with the context in which the film came out. But mostly important, what we address is the great thing about, we were talking about Japanese films, talking about Italian films, this internal investigation that the Italians start. Who am I and where am I going? And why am I so bored? And why am I like scrounging for something to eat? And why, even though I'm a rich guy, I just have nothing to do with my life? Why am I going around in circles? Who in the hell am I in this post-war clique? And this is before Giorgio Armani and before Fiat and before all that stuff. This is like the 50s and 60s. So
Before internationally, Italy was the place to
the
be.
hip place
Yeah.
to be. But now we're teaching like slashers and guns. Yeah.
The genre films.
The genre
so again,
films.
spaghetti western, which is derogatory in the Italian clique. It would be
They
like
hate-
sort
they hate
of
it.
calling it, like a hamburger gangster movie for an American-made
Yeah,
mafia
that's
movie.
right.
But so they don't call them spaghetti westerns, but they are Italian westerns. And we're doing two, Fistful of Dollars and Once Upon a Time in the West, which is considered kind of one of the pinnacle culmination of the genre.
It is. I think it is the culmination.
Absolutely, yeah. And
Henry Fonda and where are you going to get that cast?
playing a bad guy, yeah. Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson. Yeah, Woody Strode. It was like Jack Elam. There's all kinds of.
And the
Claudia Cardinelli.
Claudia Cardinelli, that's who I was going to say. It's fabulous. And then the other genre that we're exploring is the Italian gialli, which is yellows. That comes from the cheap paper they used for the mystery pulp paperback novels that they would print on this yellow paper. And so if you wanted a giallo, it was sort of like, oh, I want to go and get the next, kind of cheap mystery, the cheap
Yeah.
pulp fiction. And these are thrillers, horrors, and usually pushing gore to 11. And we're doing two films. One we mentioned is the Dario Argento Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Fantastic whodunit. And mystery, suspenseful, and as we said, Storaro's color
Oh,
photography
it's
is
astounding. Yeah.
off the chain, and then Mario Bava's Blood and Black Lace, which is even gory.
Sex and blood, man.
Yeah,
Perfect for
violent.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's really on brand for Halloween,
Yeah.
and
Sex-
and
sex-
a nice break from just the domestic life of
yeah.
neo-realism.
and hugely popular movies.
Yeah.
And so one little vignette before we close out. There's a great mystery in the film festival in the wintertime in the Alps called Courmayeur. And they'd invited Billy Friedkin, my mentor and friend and so forth, the Exorcist, French Connection and so forth. Never worked with him, but knew him for years and years and years. We had dinner with him and his wife forever, and he was a great inspiration to me. Anyway, they wanted him to come to it, and they were honoring Dario Argento, and they wanted Billy to make the speech to Dario, right? As like the great hit, Dario Argento. And Billy had turned it down, and so the head of the thing is a guy from Torino. He called me up and said, "Do you know Billy Friedkin?" I go, "Yeah." He said, "Well, we're trying to get him to Courmayeur." And so I said, "Oh, wow. So we don't have the plane ticket for you, but do you want to come?" I said, "Sure." "Can you get Friedkin to come?" I said, "Well, you're going to have to pay for him." Right? They said, "We'd be happy to, but we can't get hold of him." And I called him up and I said, "Billy, let's go to Courmayeur." And he said, "No, Mo." He calls everybody Mo. "Nah, Mo, what do I want to go to the Alps in the middle of winter for? Walk around and do what?" I said, "Well, they want you to introduce Dario Argento." He says, "Dario Argento? They never said that." And they never told him they wanted him to introduce Dario Argento. And he said, "I'll do it in a second." And it turns out that Dario Argento, all the way into The Exorcist, so forth, big inspiration of Billy Friedkin.
Oh, had to be.
Yeah.
You see
So who
the
are
green
you?
of the colors in The Exorcist.
Yeah. So bring the cameras in here, people. Since I told you that story, I just remembered something. Bring the cameras in here. Yes. Okay. See that? Who are those two people? That's Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
That's Governor Ann Richards and me and Farrah Fawcett. That's Muhammad Ali and me and Patti LuPone.
And that's Billy and Dario on the
That's
right.
Billy and Dario. And Courmayeur. Okay, so Guns, Knives, and Passione, November. You know the dates?
No, blah. It's
Blah,
the
blah, blah,
Monday
blah,
or
blah.
Tuesday. I can look them up. I think
Yeah,
it's
look
Looking at it.
Hold on a second.
Let's just call
Wait,
it November.
where-
The dates will be right here.
Yes.
I will put them right here.
November.
November.
Okay.
Sign up at
4 films.
where?
Yeah. Where did they sign up?
Sign up at RockyRuggiero.com under the online learning.
Ruggiero, Ruggiero. Ruggiero. Guns, Knives, Passione.
Passione.